Good morning, everybody. This is Stephen Howson, this is Full Time Devils, and this is your MUFC Transfer Daily. I hope everyone is alright this morning. We've got some big news for you this morning. Unfortunately, it's not good news. Patrice Evra has joined Marseille on an 18-month deal from Juventus. It seems like he did want to come to Manchester United, but Jose Mourinho didn't want him at Manchester United, which is unfortunate. I think Evra would have brought a lot of character back to the dressing room and would have been a good mentor for the likes of Luke Shaw and possibly any other of the young left-backs or young full-backs that we've got coming through the club. So wish him luck. Hopefully that's him going to be finishing his career in the south of France. Not a bad place to do it. Does seem Marseille building something pretty decent there with talk of Payet going there as well. So the French league's getting interesting all of a sudden. The next one that we've got is United been linked and told United have been snubbed. It's a transfer blow for Manchester United because Pepe has joined, or he's going to be joining, one of the Chinese Super League teams in the summer from Real Madrid. Is it a blow for Manchester United? Is it really a blow for Manchester United? Was we really in for him? It says, Mourinho was ready to offer him a contract. Well, that means that, he was ready to offer him a contract? Does that mean he didn't offer him a contract? If he was going China, he was always going China, wasn't he? So I don't think we've missed out on much over there. At 33, would you think Pepe would be that effective in the Premier League, even on a short-term deal? I'm not sure he would, in all honesty. The next one that we've got is a transfer target that didn't join us. So have we been snubbed again? Or is it the fact that you link us to every single player on the earth means that we're going to look like we got snubbed at some point, and probably every single week, actually. So Guedes has joined PSG from Benfica, or look, he's about to join PSG from Benfica. United was scouting him, but as we've said, United are scouting so many players. We're building databases on players. We're not scouting every single player to sign them. You scout some players to find out where your players are in the grand scheme of things, like to get a bit of a rank of players. So, especially Portugal, it seems like if there's a top flight game in Portugal, United are going to have a scout there, or expect United to have a scout there. But it doesn't mean that we're linked to every single player in Portugal. It just means that we're getting a database and finding out where all these players line up. So, expect to see us spoken about as snubbed, but was he really in for the guy? Probably not. Sean Goss' deal is close to QPR, according to The Star and Sky Sports, and they're quoting, I can't remember the name of the newspaper now, it's one of the West London newspapers, and they're quoting an interview that they had with Les Ferdinand, who's the director of football at QPR, and he seems to think it's close. What I do find interesting is what Les Ferdinand says about Sean Goss, in terms of that he's a young, exciting player, which you'd expect him to say, but he says he's a player with a good sell-on value. I think that's interesting, because I do think that the likes of Goss and Ben Pearson, they are going to move for big money deals, proving how good the Manchester United academy is, but also maybe that we're a little bit premature and maybe a little bit of a pushover in terms of the price that we accept for these players. Goss is one of the ones that I was thinking could be a replacement for Carrick, but maybe this is the way that he does it. Maybe this is the route that he has to take. Michael Carrick wasn't a United Academy player. He got excuse me. He first got his first matches at West Ham. He came through there, and then he moved on to Tottenham, where he developed himself, and then he moved on to Manchester United, and he further developed himself when he did arrive. He wasn't the player he is now when he first arrived at Old Trafford. So I think that maybe this might be the learning curve Goss has to take. I do think he'll be a Premier League footballer at some point. I do wish it was with United. Maybe that's not the way it's going to be. Going at the Championship and proving yourself there, I think is a very good chance for him. I do think he could have gone to a bigger club if one had come in for him. I think he would have been absolutely fine settling in over there. And it feels, maybe that Full Time Devils are going to lose a subscriber as well, because he is a Full Time Devils watcher, so that's unfortunate. But anyway, wish him luck and hope that it's not the last that we see of him, and good luck and all that sort of stuff. The next one that we have got is, now we don't often get to quote the Grimsby Telegraph on Full Time Devils, but the Grimsby Telegraph will be getting quoted today. That's because Dean Henderson has extended his loan at Grimsby, so good luck to him, and obviously Grimsby are happy with him, so nice one, lad. The next one that we have got is, this is a joke, this is TalkSport talking about Felipe Anderson, saying that former Manchester United target, well, who was he a target under? Is he not a target no more? TalkSport. They're just trying to find a way to get Manchester United in there, because Manchester United is the name. If you look at the link in the URL, it says Manchester United FC transfer news. Lazio star Felipe Anderson set for summer move away from Serie A. Trying to make it look like United are in for him. We're not in for him. And then the final one that we've got is a youth player at Toulouse, scored 15 goals in 11 games, under 16 level, and now this is in Sports Witness, and the guy that they're talking to has linked this player to United and City, and Bayern Munich and Juventus. Is that just saying, as he might as well have said, just the big clubs in Europe are looking at the guy rather than name checking us like that? But he is obviously drawing a little bit of attention. United do like to sign players of this sort of ilk, so maybe there's something in it, actually, that United might try and get something out of this guy. Let's see what you lads are saying in the comments. Good morning from New York City, there's the doctor. Morning. Anderson is nothing compared to Marshall. Yeah, I could kind of go on. He's a lot older, actually, isn't he? What's Adam on? He needs help, he's really depressed. I just don't think he likes mornings, mate. Blind future midfielder, keep Shaw, and a buyback in the Goss deal. It's not that easy to just start slinging buybacks in, but for the money that he's going, I do think a buyback would be a good thing. Thoughts on the rumours that we might expand Old Trafford to 88,000? I don't know if it says 88,000 seats, does it, or 88,000, because I do think that might have included safe standing. The thing is, that Mail article is picking up what Andy Mitten mentioned in April 2016. It's not necessarily a new article that's come out there, so yeah, I wouldn't read too much into that at the moment. I think the plans have been on the table for a while. It's a nightmare that the club doesn't talk to us about these things and speak to us and tell us what's happening with all of these things. Because they just sort of allow us to just make our minds up on, and they just don't communicate enough. That's the problem with the club. When Shaw coming back, well, he's back in training. I would expect him one of these games with Hull or the Wigan game that you might see him come back through. What's happening with Marshall? Nothing is happening with Marshall, mate. Stop reading everything the newspapers say. Listen, look at the headline, right? The headline is completely different to the content of the quote that Jose Mourinho said. I'll tell you exactly what he said and exactly what he meant as well, because Jose Mourinho doesn't mince his words. It's quite clear what he's saying. He said, Anthony Marshall didn't take his chance with both hands, right? Is that right or wrong? He's right. He didn't take it with both hands. He wasn't undeniable when he came in. Who was undeniable when he came in? Mkhitaryan was undeniable. After he came out of the team and then come back into the team, Mkhitaryan was undeniable. He made him start him every single week. He's come in, he's scored goals, he's looked fantastic. Undeniable, right? What he said was, Marshall didn't grab his chance with both hands, and I've got other players that you guys keep telling me need to be playing matches as well. And he's talking about Mata, he's talking about Rashford, he's talking about Lingard, players that are coming in and doing pretty well. Marshall is in the mix with all those doing pretty well. And all Jose was saying is, all of these guys need game time. I can't just say you're starting and sling it to the rest of you. And then he said Memphis was at the bottom of all that pile. That's it. Listen to what Jose's actually saying. Don't just read the headline and take for granted what the newspapers are trying to make you think. Forget about that. Absolutely forget about that. Read what they're saying and don't just come up with opinions based on headlines of journalists who hate Manchester United. Otherwise, you're just going to think everything, the sky's falling. Oh, he's not playing Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's had a knock. That's it. Right? Free Mkhitaryan. Yeah, well, we didn't understand what was going on with Mkhitaryan. He brings him back into the team. Now we know why. Right? I trust in the manager. I trust in his judgment. Stop reading bullshit in the papers. Read the whole thing. Stop reading headlines. What do I think of United making top four after dropping points last weekend? Look how close we are. We're like 5 points off second or something like that. There's so much time left in the season. I think we can't catch Chelsea from this point. We can still come second. Easily still come second. Who do I think will win today? I think United will win. I do think United will win today. Calm down. Don't tell me to calm down. Do what I want. We will finish third this season, says Reynaldo. Well, might do. How is Greasy not using us for a new contract? I don't know. I just get the feeling that he's not. This has been sort of coming for a while. Aloha from Hawaii. Good morning. Who do I think United's best winger is? I don't know, actually. I don't think we've really got many out-and-out wingers. Who is to take the number 7 shirt now? Who cares? It's just a shirt number. People forget we are in January. They do. 68 million for Aubameyang. Isn't he going City? I hear a lot of talk about him going to City. Liverpool lost. Liverpool did lose. Pathetic. I thought Klopp was the best manager ever. I thought he was passionate. I thought getting out on the sideline means that your team wins. Oh no. No, it doesn't, does it? It's your tactics which help you win. All right, I thought so. Hoping for Champions League next season. Yeah, we really do need Champions League. Can I dab? No. Stop talking. We're not replacing Marshall. No, we're not replacing Marshall. These comments are going rapid. Lukaku over Griezmann. I think either or. You're having a good day. I think either or. Either or. Yeah. Liverpool starting to buckle. We did say that this Liverpool squad is not as strong beyond the first team as they think it is, and was laughed at. And Liverpool fans all over the mentions thinking that we care what they think. But do you know what? They're not. They're not. It's an average side that Klopp's getting a real good tune out of. And maybe that's coming to an end. Robbie Brady for us? Maybe. I'm not seeing what he's been up to this. He has had good seasons in the past, but I'm not really seeing much of him this season. Liverpool went long ball again. I didn't watch the game last night. I think that's amazing if he did, though. Did PSG really steal Guedes from us, or is it just bollocks? It's bollocks. We wasn't in for him. Simple as that. If we was in for him, do you think he's going PSG ahead of us? Absolutely ridiculous. I need to ease up and take a chill pill. No, I don't. How about that? Payet, what about him? Don't just put a player's name and a question mark. What is the question? Payet, what, to clean my drive? What? To plaster